Good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the country, around the world. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. So we've finished orbiting the planet. So now the contracts are going to start changing a little bit. We're going to get some different ones. Survey, and flight. Science data from space. Transmit or recover. That's not that much, but that's something. Splashdown. Fly by the moon. That's definitely something we want to do soon. Explore the moon. So this is one. This one's by D-Magic. That's the guy, the maker of the orbital science packages, which are great. But he's got achieve orbit around the moon, science, land from the surface. So that one, and that'll expires never. That one will be there forever. So where you don't need. I'm not going to take that one yet. Fly by the moon. Oh, that expires in 2 hours, and that's got a hefty reward. We're going to go ahead and take that one. I've only got 2 slots, so we got to be careful. Science data from around Kerbin. That expires in a few days, but that's the next best one that I want. Yeah, because no expiration date, which is awesome. So we got those 2, which are great. But right now, we're gonna fly. So, welcome to the space plane hangar. How do I want? No, we're gonna do this really simple. So, aerodynamics in Kerbal Space Program are aerodynamic. Yeah, they can be a little challenging, but not the end of the world if you know how to handle things. Lob a Science Junior on the back of that. What do we got? Mystery Goo. Science. Pressure. Orbital telescope. Can't use that yet. I don't have the magnetometer and things. So we're not going to do those yet, but we can do. We're going to keep it nice and even, actually. We'll do 2 Mystery Goos. And yes, the Mystery Goo is there, even though the Science Bay is, quote, deployed. It's one of the quirks of the game, but it works. We're gonna tack a thermometer on, just one. Thermometer on top here as well. That's really all I can do. We'll put a transmitter. Oh geez, that's big. We'll put him on in a minute. So for engines, So for air breathing engines, all we have is the Juno Basic, and it's small, it's tiny. That's fine. We don't need much. They don't take much fuel. Actually, they only take liquid fuel. They don't take oxidizer. That's why we've got some of these tanks that are liquid fuel, fuselage, liquid fuel. Yeah. So where these guys liquid fuel and oxidizer, this is just liquid fuel. Boop. So we'll throw that guy on the back there. Throw the little Juno on the back here. And, of course, with a jet engine, you need an intake. So we go to aerodynamics. Small circular intake. Boop. And that guy goes on the top of the Mark 1. That's why I use the Mark 1 as opposed to the the Mark 1 command pod versus the Mark 1 cockpit. Because now you're going to have straight thrust, which is awesome. Yes. And now is when you get into the aerodynamics and balancing things out, which can be tough. So we got the swept wing. That's about the biggest wing we have. Everything else is supporting wings. Yeah. So we got the swept wing. So now is when we want to bring up the center of mass. No, and the center of lift. Right now there's no lift. So for center of mass, we're going to go ahead and put that. Whoa. Alright, let's go ahead and put you about here. So now our center of lift is behind our center of mass. That is good. That's where you want it. Little tiny guy, isn't he? Oh, let's go ahead and toss this guy on really quick before I forget about that. Just one. Good. We got that guy. So now we're going to add some tail fins. 2. Actually, we'll do 2 on the side. That's kind of funny looking, isn't it? Well, we'll see if it flies like that. We're going to do 1 up and down, though, as well, just to make sure things are happy. So we've got our center of mass ahead of our center of lift. And our center of thrust should just be out the engine in the back there. So that's pretty good. This is a short, stubby little aircraft. We'll see how it behaves. Oh, right. Almost forgot. We want to add elevons. Control surfaces. These never quite go where you think they're going to go. So instead of QA, WSD, whatever, all the time, I just kind of find where it naturally kind of wants to set on that back thing there. Then you grab the rotate key, grab this guy, rotate it around until it's lined up where you want it. So that might be enough control. I'm not 100% sure about that. Yeah, we'll see if this flies. I think it'll fly. I think she'll be okay. And then for wheels, we got the nose wheel that will let you... Let's get rid of these guys there in the way. That will let you steer. Put this guy up here, give or take. And then, oh, actually, you do kind of want the center of mass and the center of lift because you want your rear wheels, I think what I've heard is you want them to be behind... Yeah, you want it to be between the lift and the mass, I think. I could be wrong. Aerodynamics can be a little quirky, a little hard to make work just like you want. There we go. That's a nice little tricycle plane. Those gears are, of course, fixed. They don't go away, but that's fine. For this little plane, we don't need it much. Let's see, and let's go ahead and let Valentina fly. Yes, Valentina can fly it for now. We'll see. We'll fly to, I don't know, the grasslands or somewhere, and we'll see how it does. Let's see, what's this little guy going to be called? Puddle jumper. Yeah, puddle jumper. That works. Save. Oh no, I'm sorry. Wrong button. Can't pull up any of these yet. Anyway, they're all advanced pieces. Cancel. I'm sorry. Save. And now we can launch. We'll see what happens here. Oh, don't I have a barometer? Oh well. This is more also just an experiment to actually try to get something to fly. Boop boop. Yeah, they always do a little weird jumpy thing, which I don't quite understand. Brake. Stop rolling backwards. There we go. Lock the brakes. Gears don't matter. So, throttle's at 0. It's not quite engaged yet, but if we press spacebar, oh, actually, go away. Oh, we don't really need anything, actually. Now, the engine is engaged. Unlocking the brakes. Off we go. Oh, T. There we go. To keep it kind of sort of lined up. And we'll see how this guy handles. Oh, this runway is horrible. Actually, here, let me see. Get off the runway. Just coast down off the runway. There we go. And now, this is actually smoother than the runway, sadly. Alright, so let's see what we can do with this. Not quite. See, going for about 60 meters per second. See if we can take off with that. And we can. Well, it doesn't fly too bad. I mean, if you turn stability assist, she wants to nose down like crazy. Whoa! And this is, she's going to max out here at 50 meters per second. So that's not that strong. Ooh, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Oh, we're skimming the water. Well, that didn't really work all that well. I mean, we splashed down. We're okay. What do we got? Yeah, why not? We're here. Mystery goo. It starts to seep out of the holes. Materials. Crew report. And EVA. Ah! Now we're in the water again. That's the water at Kerbin Shores. Interesting. Oh well. Okay, let's see if we can get you back into your ship. He's walking. I find that funny. Jump up on the... Yeah, okay, good. We're up on the wing. Ah! Anyway, didn't work out quite like I wanted it to. So we'll recover Jebediah real quick. Next. Done. That's great. And he got... What did he get? Single mission as a pilot. Oh, I'm sorry. Valentina. EVA in the waters. Surface EVA. And... Splashdown! Close. We'll recover the vessel as well. Recover that. We'll get a little more science. Next. Done. Close. Go back here and try this again. Let's see. What do I usually do? I think... Yeah, the mass of this is pretty big. I think what I want to... Ooh. I'll keep you there, actually. What I want to... Stay there. I want to take... There we go. I want to pull these guys off. And you off. Get rid of you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start the whole thing all over again. We're going to start with the Mark 1 command pod this time, though. Just because it's fancy looking. I like it. It looks like a ship. It looks like a space... Or it looks like an aircraft. And we are going to put liquid fuel. Yes. Put 2 of those guys. The other one should be the small one, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a couple of these guys... Oh, radial. Actually, I'm sorry. Structural? Yes, structural fuselage. Boom. Boom. It's hollow. Ooh, nope, wrong thing. That's a bit much, actually. Never really played with that before. We'll see how that works. No, I don't like it. One of those guys. Let's just go ahead and put a aerodynamic cone on the back there. Burp. Little butt end of the aircraft there. Kind of funny looking. Anywho, so we get the Mark 0. That's the small ones. Oop, we want 2 of these. Yeah, we're going to put them here, and also another one actually in front of it. Oh, come on. Snap. Alt. There we go. If you hold the Alt key, if something isn't quite cooperating, hold the Alt key, it'll actually snap to the connection point that, well, that usually I look for. Good, there's the Juno, and then we need the small circular intake. There we go. So this will give us a lot more thrust, a lot less weight, and still plenty of fuel. Still using the swept wings. Ooh. Unused monopropellant. Oh yeah. We don't need that. So we got that, which is great. And then we put the tail fins back on. No. Put 2 of them here. And 2 of them here. Looks kind of like a, I don't know, like a Tomcat or something. Yeah, so this should be a bit more stable, a bit more surface, a bit more stiff. We're actually going to double up on these guys too. Let's see, can I... Oh, you're gonna just... In there, aren't you? That's not bad. I can live with that. Yeah, I think I can live with that. It should function. Good. And then, of course, we add the wheels again. Just one. On the nose. Then you guys, 2. Oh, right. Center of mass, center of lift. Beautiful. Boom. And we'll go ahead and tweak those guys out as well. Alright, so this should give us a lot more thrust, a lot more control. Should fly a lot better. And I built all this, and then I totally forgot to put in the science things. That was kind of the whole point of this thing, was to have some science. So let's see, I can pull that off. I can pull... Aw, pity. Actually... Oh, this might be a time to use the quad core. Quad core. So the quad core, so first I'm using that. It's that little guy. And then from there you can add on universal storage bits. So I have some mystery goo. I think I had 2 mystery goos on the other thing anyway. So we can do that. It comes out one way. You gotta rotate them. Mystery goo. Orbital telescope. Science Junior. Put that on top. And this is a combo, the barometer and temperature, which is awesome. That should do nicely. It's cool how you can see they look like different things in there. I think that's really neat, a really neat touch. And then we can just, after that, just pop this guy back on. Yeah, that's a minimal thing, right? That shouldn't have changed our center of mass or center of lift that much. No, not really. Good. And then we will throw on a transmitter right there. Yeah, this looks more like a plane. I'm liking this. Oh, and then just because you never know, these guys, 2 of these guys. Where's the center of mass? It's there. Yeah, we'll just put a couple of these guys on here. That way, in case we need to, we can just pop the parachutes, land and bail, and live with it. Alright. Puddle jumper. Mark. Aye. 2. Yeah, let's try this again. Too many parts. Oh! See? Here's that thing where I upgraded the... What's it called? What are we at? 33 out of 30 parts. The mass is okay, it's the part number. So that's the space plane hangar. I can still save it. I can exit. And I have a fair amount of money. I did accept some good contracts. I should be 800,000 or a million. So we can upgrade the space plane hangar. Yeah, that'll do it. And you? Yeah, it'll give us an actual runway instead of just that gravel thing. Alright, so now that we've gone through all that, I apologize for the delays. Now that we got that guy built, we should be able to take off. Launch. Oh, I hope it's still Valentina. I hope it didn't default to Jebediah again. Let's see. It'll show in a second. Oh, it did default to Jebediah. Whoa. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, well. It's just to fly around. Oh, he looks cool in his little cockpitty space. Yeah. Oh, that's nice looking. Nice looking. You see all the controls, docking mode. And you press camera to leave. Whoa. All right. So, let's split those up a smidge. Ooh, here goes nothing. What do we got? Yeah, not yet. Yeah, this is accelerating much better, and since it's on this thing, it's much, much smoother. Ooh, let's go ahead and hit T, though, just to make sure. Woohoo! Oh, that flies much, much better. We're only at half throttle, too. I could increase the throttle, which I think I will, because I want to bank and turn. Ooh, oh yeah, this guy handles beautifully. Loving the way it handles. Wow, that's a nice sharp turn. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright. So, whoa. Whoa. Pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. There you go. Good boy. Or girl. Alright. So this thing flies like a beaut. And our, we're not even at full throttle. Just holding a nice steady 64. So we're going to fly out toward the grasslands and the mountains. Might land and take off a few times. We shall see what happens. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. We'll pick up right after this with episode 8. Yes, this was 7, and then will be episode 8 right after this. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.